kiss.
Wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our graces. The hounds will stay in chains. Look upon your greatness and she'll send the call out, 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 send call the ladies out, they're in their finery. 100 jewels on flowers, 100 jewels between teeth. Now bring my boys in, their skin in craters like the moon. The moon we love like a bright sun. Big eyes is all we live in city.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Yes, sir. Yo, on and my thumb palming. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. You should see the way the chain harness the charming. Fly 'em like a bird, like Nelly Furtado. Pop your toast and scream cheers. Get your 2-step, cause it's the record of the year. They brought you ice creams, 2 for a pair. Officially announcing this is warfare. Cause back in the day, my clouds was gray. And it seemed like my angels couldn't blow them away. But then I sold my first verse and copped that NSX. But I was still riding in them jets. But now, man, my vision so clear out the window of the Lear. And I'm talking on my celly, all the you should hear. Listen clearly now. Hello, can you hear me now? Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
So, drop your purse and grab your hips. And act like you're trying to get this money right quick. So can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Owning, this beat is zoning. I control their mind from straight over the phone. Let them explore the words, something like a tourist. And never get addicted less from Louis Deals to Jimmy Choo's, he's real. She know the time she sees the Richard Mille. Flat double skeletal, tourbillon. It's just like a body move, it turns her on. And all our car doors go up like Transformers. See, I can do it this away, I can do it that away. From the crib in Virginia to that new Miami getaway. So cooler like New Edition, unless you hot as you say. I get it, okay, let it boil away. But please run along, cause ladies is feeling wrong. And I got something right for them right after this song. My name is Skateboard P. Ladies and gentlemen. Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
So, drop your purse and grab your hips. And act like you're trying to get this money right quick. So can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Owning, the temperature's warm and I spit heat flashes. Getting nauseous, bright as a so analyze with caution when the light hit the ice. Better hunt it that you. Should I mention the fact the transition is the track? No incision to the vision just to get me where I'm at? Little skateboard, he too grown. Riding up and down Collins in that new two-tone. It's so cold, you don't wanna feel the chill of it. Just stand back and just look at the grill of it. I don't, but I bet totally intensify the appeal of it. You can be jealous and grit your teeth, but all these got something in reach. So you want heat? These can fun heat while I'm on my boat party trying the sun seat. My name is Skateboard P. Ladies and gentlemen. Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
So, drop your purse and grab your hips. And act like you're trying to get this money right quick. So can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
And brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us, and the legendary Shaquille O'Neal sitting alongside. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. And taking a look here at the Lakers, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. I remember Doc Rivers as a player with the Atlanta Hawks, Shaq. You know him as your coach in the course of your career in Boston.
Yes, he did all the things you admire in a teammate or opponent during his playing days. He was tenacious. He never gave up an inch of space. Guys love him. Guys that play for him today still love him.
very inspirational, isn't he? Whether that's before a game or whether it's a timeout huddle.
Welcome, everyone. We have a very special treat for you here. No trick. It's the NBA on Halloween. This is Kevin Harlan. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. So the Clippers win the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the backcourt. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Offensive rebound. Jordan up and in on the layup.
Yeah, that's a nice way for his team to get started.
Yeah, really nice start for his team to get out in front here.
Scooped up. On defense, the Lakers. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And I'll tell you what, we've seen some tough divisional battles between these two teams before, and we're going to get to see them 4 more times this season, starting tonight.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Durant, that's good.
Always a threat, guys. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded in the gym range.
Yeah, he's got the defense completely spread out now. I mean, they have to honor him practically when he crosses half court.
Now here's Paul. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And defensively, he was all over the court, forcing turnovers, putting a ton of pressure on the ball.
Clark, when you meet so many times, by those last 2 games, you're not getting caught off guard by anything.
No, without question, Kevin. You have a familiarity there that really makes it easy for you to get ready for the opponents. You also get 4 games against the other teams they play in the division, so you can see what's working and what's not. These two teams love to get at each other.
They know their tendencies, don't they?
They sure do. Last season, a tough one for Kobe Bryant. He missed all but a handful of games. Early on, it was the Achilles tear he was rehabbing from, and then after 6 games, a fractured tibia took him out for the season.
Now here's Paul, following the shot by Kevin Durant. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. And Kobe's shown that he can withstand age with a terrific individual season for him. You remember, Steve, back in 2012, 2013, and then, of course, the injury-plagued season last year.
Yeah, so now the challenge, of course, is can he overcome age and injury, and that's the challenge this year. Only time will tell, but one thing we do know that nobody will work harder than Kobe Bryant.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Crawford, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Griffin with the steal. Barnes with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And a chance to see where Ricky Rubio ended up in the rankings last year. 2nd in steals. And, of course, a wonderful passer, ranked in the top 5 in the league in terms of assists.
And he had some of the quickest hands in the league, and those quick hands earned him a number 2 ranking in steals. I mean, it was remarkable how quickly he reacted defensively. Good feet, but also really quick, active hands.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and Embiid gets it to go. Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Paul kicks to Jordan. Embiid with the steal. It's tipped. Durant against Paul. And another basket for the Lakers.
He's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
And the Clippers have possession. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, they heaved up a lot of ill-advised three-pointers in that loss. Guys, they were way too trigger-happy from downtown.
Yeah, and that's not the area on the court where you want to be forcing shots from. Heck, you were a great three-point shooter, and you know that, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it comes and goes, but you can't just rely on that when things aren't going your way.
Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in L.A., Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. disharmony. Not quite sure who's going to run things, some injuries as well. And just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted it to.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Henson's checked in for Millsap. Budinger comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Collison in for Ricky Rubio. And then for Los Angeles, Spencer Hawes is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Dudley comes in for Barnes. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Paul.
And when you look at the Lakers, they say that second-generation businesses have a high failure rate. Only time will tell if they can continue the remarkable winning streak this team has enjoyed through the years.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Henson the pass to Collison. Here's Budinger. Off target from outside. The Clippers trail.
And, you know, for the Lakers with the harder cap, they can't outspend like they used to. With the internet, players like Durant don't need to be in a big market to get exposure like it was in days past. So the Lakers will need to outsmart other teams to continue their success.
These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Clippers third. The fourth spot held by the Lakers.
Both these clubs so good passing the ball, and you look at the numbers from a year ago. Very unselfish teams.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Crawford with the steal. And here we go. Crawford all alone. And it's blocked. They get it back. Dudley's shot is good. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
It's Crawford with the drive, and Henson sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Tyler, he's checked in for the Lakers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Terrence Ross. Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. And he gets it to go. And that's now 8 points for Jamal Crawford.
So hard to try to play defense with the height mismatch out there that's on the perimeter. And they gave up the three-pointer.
That's good.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Now here's Crawford. He's got 8. Davis with it. And it's Henson picking him up. Davis dishes to Redick. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
And Hawes kicks to Redick. Lots of room. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yes, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Jeremy Tyler. Kobe is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Durant. And it's O'Bryant in at the 4-man position. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Chris Paul, Clark, the driving force behind the Clippers offense. As good a distributor as he is, he's also been probably, I think, their best crunch time scorer.
Perhaps that's the case, but I think Blake Griffin has made big progress in his scoring game over the last season. More assertive, more skilled, turning and facing, getting to the free throw line, getting better, knocking down free throws as well. And I think that's kind of helped take some of the scoring pressure off of CP3.
A lot of people who watch the NBA really kind of challenged him to expand his game, and he answered the challenge.
No, he did. He stepped up big.
And last season when Chris Paul separated his shoulder and had to miss about a month, I think that was when Griffin really asserted himself. That team kept winning. Really good sign for the Clips.
Ricky Rubio checked in for the Lakers. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in. And the Lakers making a change here. Millsap's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Jordan's checked in. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead's cut down now to just 7 on the bucket for Millsap.
And Chris Paul, despite the injury, won the 2013 Los Angeles Sportsman of the Year award. He grew up in North Carolina, never figured he'd get so far away from home, but he seems to have settled in nicely on the left coast.
Now here's Durant. He's got 9. Didn't think that was going to go in. Durant's got 12 in the game.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Paul. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Berg. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, there is no question that Chris Paul has been the leader wherever he's gone. He demands a lot from his teammates, but they respect his passion. Paul has no time for anyone who feels they don't need to work. He doesn't like guys who take things for granted. Certainly not someone to rest on his laurels, gentlemen.
Holding everyone accountable, Doris. Thanks.
They've been getting way too many high-percentage looks close to the basket, and tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way. You know, there have been talk of the Clippers trading DeAndre Jordan for Kevin Garnett 2 summers ago. The Clippers have to be happy they didn't make that trade. Sometimes the best trades are the ones that aren't made. KG's still getting it done, but Jordan is going to be their center for a long time.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And he gets it to go.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Redick for 3. Jordan the pass to Barnes. Now Paul. A second chance effort. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact here. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
And Jordan last season, second in the league in total blocks, becoming more vocal defensively. And I thought he improved his positioning and recognition as well.
And Jordan wears the number 6 in honor to his idol, a good one, Bill Russell.
And, you know, Doc Rivers caught some flack last season for pointing to similarities between their games. Even Jordan says that's a stretch. I think Rivers was just highlighting that Jordan could be truly great as primarily a defensive player. Wanted him to really focus on being an elite defensive player.
Now here's Paul. He feeds it to Jordan. They get a hand on it, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And here's Shved from the arc. Here's Embiid. Chris Paul grabs the miss.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies, be physical.
Clippers leading by 9. Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, one story that didn't get a lot of press last season, 2 days after the Bledsoe trade had been given the go-ahead, the ownership tried to back out of it. The trade was already public news, and Doc Rivers actually threatened to quit before their ownership backed down.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Henson checked in for Millsap, and it's Collison in for Ricky Rubio. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. And for J.J. Redick, that shakeup must have been tough. His contract with the Clippers was contingent on the trade.
And Kevin, reportedly, Doc Rivers leaned on ownership pretty hard, saying, hey, I shook hands on this. Don't make me look bad here. Our reputation's at stake. It all worked out, but a reminder of the Clippers' rather dysfunctional past.
Here's Henson following the score by Jamal Crawford. It's good, and the Clipper lead is get back down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there from Henson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. That's good.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
The Lakers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. No good from Ross.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Good. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And there's the pass to Shved. Fires the three. And that one's good. Shved's got 7 now in this quarter. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, Steve and Kevin, you guys got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah, sure is. And when all 5 guys, Clark, are threats to score, that makes it so tough on the defense because now you can't account for everybody when the ball's moving so quickly.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Tyler comes in for Embiid, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Alexei Shved. Stolen by Dudley.
Should probably use a little clock here.
Yep, make this the very last possession.
Paul dishes to Crawford. The three, and he gets the bucket. Crawford's got 13. Here's Collison. Pass to Ross. Over to the left wing. The tray, and released it in time, and so we wrap.
Your Lakers, 43. The Clippers, 55. Your safety is our #1 concern. In the event of emergency evacuation of 57 businesses,
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast.
Just absolute domination in this one. Paretic. He has 14 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul, and it's a one spot. And Griffin slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Doc Rivers trying to help this Clippers team to the mountaintop. And Chris Paul said, I've never had a coach that wants to win as bad as I do until Rivers. Rivers said, I'm just here to try to win. I always tell our players there's no guarantee to it. You have to be willing to get your hearts broken. Gentlemen.
He's getting them to lay it all on the line. Doris, thank you.
Well, Joel Embiid, born in Cameroon, the son of a professional handball player. He only started playing basketball at the age of 16. He'd been playing soccer and volleyball, but I tell you, his development in the game has been rapid.
Rubio outside for three. Durant. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's 15 points for Kevin Durant. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Phoenix.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
Paul with the ball, guarded now by Rubio. Rejected by Millsap. Fires for three. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just one on the basket from Durant.
Absolutely on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
Right wing. Stolen by Durant. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rubio with a wide open look. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And that one's good. Millsap.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
And the Clippers call time here.
You know, the Clippers had really good depth at the guard position, but last season their lack of depth along the front line was a real problem. One they hope has been solved this season.
Kobe's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. And looking at the Clippers bench, maybe the strongest in the NBA 2 seasons ago.
Well, the Bledsoe trade weakened their bench, but it strengthened their starting lineup. But a winning team in Los Angeles with a players coach like Doc Rivers, I mean, you knew they'd be able to find some help.
They get the rebound. Tries yet again. No good at the rim.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Now here's Paul. 11 points in the game from 10 feet out, and Griffin scores. The assist by Paul. And that's 10 points for Blake Griffin.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Durant, wide open, he fires. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Here's Bryant. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
A great matchup. I mean, these two teams really match up well talent-wise. I'm enjoying this.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Blake Griffin, arguably the top posterizer in the game. Opponents don't like being embarrassed, and they'll take a hard foul on him if need be. Some have said that Griffin needs to retaliate for his own well-being. He's got to go back at some of those guys.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Bryant, he's checked in for Embiid. Budinger comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Alexei Shved in for Ricky Rubio. Now Paul, following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Griffin a screen on Bryant. Back to Paul. The feed to Dudley. Beyond the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 9th assist in the game now. And Griffin has said he thought about retaliating for the hard fouls, but he said, Steve, you know, it might be best for me, but getting suspended would be very bad for my team.
And not get caught up in such a physical player that he's always going to get caught up and tangled up with other players.
John Henson's checked in for Los Angeles. Collison comes in for Kobe. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Spencer Hawes is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Glenn Davis is checked in for the Clippers. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Here's O'Brien. No good again that time. Clippers leading by 7. And here is Paul. 11 points in the game. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Hawes got 9.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Clippers 3rd.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but they were pretty close.
And here's Shved from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Redick rejected by Collison. O'Brien the pass to Henson. Kicks to Shved. Here's Budinger. Drains the three-pointer.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Now here's Redick. 14 points for him. And that is good. And that's 13 points for Chris Paul.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Here's Henson. It's hauled in by Spencer Hawes. Hawes got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul kicks to Hawes. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
You know, last game he turned in a really nice performance at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it really stands out when you look back at the numbers for that.
And, guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Jeremy Tyler, he's checked in for O'Brien, and it's Ross in for Alexei Shved. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Chris Paul. And here is Los Angeles now. They have a 9-point lead. Crawford against Collison. Crawford dishes to Davis. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
He had no problem knocking down that shot, and a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
Collison for 3. Offline. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting him way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
The timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
Collison is out there with Bryant. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Tyler in at the center position. That's the Laker 5.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
And here's Crawford. Darren Collison with the triple. Here is Hawes. Barnes kicks to Griffin. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Barnes against Collison. Three-pointer. Crawford with the rebound. Clippers leading by 10. Here's Barnes. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Collison for 3. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And that's now 9 points for Darren Collison.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
And the Lakers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Tyler. Durant comes in for Terrence Ross. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Darren Collison. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. Paul comes in for J.J. Redick. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. His message was this: all of us know these guys are capable of exploding and putting up points in a hurry. So I don't want to see anybody letting up until that final whistle blows. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now here's Paul. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Here's Crawford, and that one's good.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Lakers trail by 14, takes the 3, and there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and slam dunk by Jordan.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
And that one's good. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
The shot by Bryant, no good.
That's something they need to do more of.
Oh!
Look out! You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult While they're trailing?
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Agreed.
Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game. And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. Just threes raining in from everywhere.
Yeah, work that perimeter, work it good, and they might as well milk it while they're hot.
Crawford's shot is good.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
Durant for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Griffin goes in, and it's Durant with the rebound.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that.
That doesn't go either for Durant.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
Rejected by Millsap. Puts up a 3. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Bryant.
Boy, has he picked it up in the second half. He's on fire.
Paul goes in. Shot's good. Paul's got 22 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Al Paul, following the miss by Paul Millsap from deep. Dishes it to Jordan. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Rubio misses.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Now here's Paul. 1:15 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Griffin. Jordan trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Griffin's got 11 in the second half.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
This is really going to be a good win. They've proven they know how to attack this team, and I think it's important to establish that against a conference opponent.
I agree, because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You'd love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to see them that often.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge come in and you get the job done.
And a long schedule always good when you play a game like they have here.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
And finished off by Davis.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
For 3, Shved. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
Paul outside. And there's the call on Alexei Shved. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team. Coming on at the floor.
So the...
Thanks, Kevin.
You're now listening to sounds of this demeanor.
Turn everything off now. All levels. All levels. Shake it right now. What? Is that a 2-track?
Missy be the name and y'all should already know. I've been around long as Scarface, so shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, she, yeah. Let me grab the microphone and I'ma take it away. Every time I spit, I blow 1 or 2 speakers. Top model diva, but my name not Eva. Yeah, I bring fever right needles off the meter. Here I go, flip my flip. Back it up, then it drop it low. It's a must cause I'm dangerous. I'll be a hustle on the bus to come.
And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for being with us. Shaquille O'Neal joins me. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets. And looking at the Hornets, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. You know, a guy I like is Paul Millsap, Shaq, 47th pick way back in 2006, and finally last season an All-Star.
Yeah, since he set foot in the league, Ernie, he's been proving skeptics wrong. 6'8" power forward. Some wondered, Ernie, if he had the size to play in the NBA. He's a tough rebounder and defender, and since he's added that three-point range, his offensive game has gone to another level. Just ask Indiana.
Dude is tougher than a $2 steak. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. With our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. We've got the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. And, of course, the big news here, Ricky Rubio out with the injury.
Well, it's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse. In the end, given the way it looked when he was helped off the court last game, I think he'd consider that good news.
I agree, Clark. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. And I know being out for a few weeks will be very difficult for him. But this is probably best case scenario when you really look at that replay of the injury from last game. That was gruesome.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Hornets, Zeller and Johnson are the bigs. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him, and it's Henderson in at the small forward position.
Well, what better way to retire the Bobcats name than to go out and make the playoffs for only the second time under that nickname? Good job by Charlotte last year, and now it's back to being the Hornets.
Now here's Zeller, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Henderson with it. 9 points last game out. Stevenson with a clean look. No good on the three. Walker against Collison. Here's Kobe. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Kobe's got his first points in this one.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Henderson with it. Now defended by Embiid. Henderson, no good. As Downing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Atlanta Hawks.
And they played outstanding team defense in that win, Clark. Nobody got stuck on an island. Everybody was helping. Great rotations. It really looked like they were together in that game.
Yeah, and even when they were rotating different players in and out, Steve, I thought their communication was 5-star and the teamwork was very strong.
Shots good by Walker.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Stevenson with a clean look. Hits it from three-point range. Stevenson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The drive by Bryant, good on the shot.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Stevenson against Collison. Offensive rebound. Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Durant just inside the line. Misses off the right iron.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while. Gerald Henderson certainly helped by the acquisition of Al Jefferson, which created some space for him on the perimeter. He's made great strides with his outside shot over his career. Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And Henderson, a slasher, one of the best wings in the league at working himself to the line.
Also a steady defender, too, Kevin. And he has worked on developing his long-range shooting as well. And if he gets that piece, he'll be pretty balanced all around.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one. Been a couple of whirlwind years for Joel Embiid. Coming from Cameroon, had to learn a new culture, new cuisine, how to drive a car. Now he's a top pick, making millions of dollars a year. That's enough to make anybody's head spin. A lot to adjust to. But with his fluidity and the natural gift he seems to have for the game, I get the feeling this young man's going to be just fine.
Here's Walker after Al Jefferson's score. Here's Henderson. Durant with some nice D.
Once he had to change the shot because of the hand in his face, you knew he wasn't going to make it.
Collison, good.
Kobe Bryant with a beautiful pass that time.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and Embiid with a stress fracture in his back in March, a stress fracture in his foot in June. Clark, those kinds of injuries raise long-term concerns, especially when you're talking about a 7-footer with a very limited basketball resume.
Well, there's no denying that, Kevin. I mean, clearly, if you're a general manager, then you're thinking about what are the prospects of this big, talented, highly gifted player going forward, and only time will tell if this is just an aberration or it's something that's going to be chronic.
Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Well, for Kevin Durant, it was a terrific season. Let's look at his numbers last season. First in scoring, and he was on the top 10 list in free throw percentage, something he really did a nice job of focusing and the concentration to knock down free throws.
And, Steve, as you mentioned, I mean, he set the standard offensively with more points than any other player in the league. I mean, a really remarkable season for him.
And the Lakers making a change here. Buddinger's checked in. Shots good by Williams. The Lakers trail. Here's Henson. There's the killer two-handed slam. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
And the Hornets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Roberts passes to Neal. Got it. Good job in the low post. Neal's got his second basket of the night.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
And Budinger kicks to Henson. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Wide open look. And there's another one for the Hornets.
You know, it wasn't really hard to see why the Lakers struggled so much last year. The talent was down, and also the defensive effort and focus was borderline embarrassing at times. Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end. As you said with the Lakers, last year their defense was near the bottom in a lot of categories. Opponents averaged almost 110 points on it.
And here is Ross. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Phoenix.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Here's Roberts. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Roberts. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And blocked. Now, Ross. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
I'm glad they're going to the replay on that one. I mean, make sure it's the right call, even if it's a play that might not end up being a big factor.
And I agree, Clark. I mean, it was very limited.
And so... So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Collison is out there with Alexei Shved, and it's Durant. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's O'Brien in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burns. Doris, over to you.
Thank you, Kevin. As you know, Cody Zeller was the 4th overall pick in 2013. And Coach Clifford has said he has a lot of physical ability. His basketball IQ is through the roof. He has great intangibles, and he's young. I don't want to limit him in any way, but I want him to progress at his own rate. For us to be good, he's got to be a really big part of it. Kevin, back to you.
An intriguing young talent. Thanks. Here's Jefferson, and that one's good. Jefferson's got 6. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Al Jefferson signed by the Bobcats last season to a big money 3-year contract. In the franchise's 9 seasons, they'd never had a big man average at least 16 points a game.
Yeah, he's easily, by far their best scoring big man ever. And at almost $14 million a season, he better be. He is, though. He's really a potent scorer in the low post.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And for Jefferson and the Bobcats last season, the big challenge, finding him room to operate inside. Not a team stocked with three-point shooters, but they found a way to make it work. And Jefferson had a big season.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. The Hornets trail. Here's Henderson. That drops. Henderson's got his first basket of the night.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job. And Jefferson, not really an instinctive defender inside. Joining a Bobcats team that had struggled getting stops in years past, but they made some significant strides in that area under Coach Clifford, and surprisingly, were one of the league's top defensive teams.
Durant, no good.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. That's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Hornets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. From the baseline, and he gets it to go. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
Shots good by Walker. And the Hornets lead by 1. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, back and forth start for sure. This game is setting up to be awfully competitive.
Henderson, no good.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Good! Shved's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they? Well, the Lakers have been in a bit of turmoil the last few years, and it comes back to not being able to find the right coach.
Walker with a clean look, and it's the Hornets another 3.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
A few coaches have been given looks since the end of the Jackson era in L.A., and needless to say, it's hard to replace a guy like that.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Charlotte also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Williams. Gary Neal comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. You can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And for the Lakers, Steve, it's really hard to build something because there is a pressure to win now as well.
I would say that taking their time and not trying to rush back to winning would be the best thing that this franchise can do.
Lets it go from 11, and that one's good. Bryant with it. He had 10 points in the win against Phoenix.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
1:27 left now here in the second. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Ryan Roberts coming to the NBA 2 seasons ago after playing internationally. Had a great season as a 27-year-old rookie. Last year with Drew Holiday injured, he actually spent a lot of time at the starting point guard spot in New Orleans.
And Roberts is more of a shooter than a true point guard. A bit of a combo guard is how I would describe him. He's a good ball handler, decent size, but his assist-to-turnover ratio fell off in year 2. That should also be an area of focus for him.
And Brian Roberts, very quick and elusive, but Steve, not a big-time penetrator or finisher inside.
No, but he might look to drive to draw contact a bit more because, last season he was the league's best free throw shooter at 94%.
Kid Gilchrist, who's checked in for Charlotte.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And the shot goes in from Embiid. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch. Michael Kid Gilchrist missing 6 weeks last season with a broken hand, and frankly, he took a step back overall. His numbers getting worse almost across the board.
And a player taken second overall 2 years ago. A lot of pressure hiding on the shoulders of MKG.
You know, sometimes guys fall into draft positions that don't necessarily match their skill level, but you can never question the work ethic of this young man, and you know he's going to maximize whatever he can be as a pro because of that.
Boy, it's no wonder they've got the lead. Their shooting has really picked up here in the second quarter.
You know, you don't expect a team, Steve, to shoot in the 60% range the entire game, but if they can hover around that mark, they'll run away with this one.
Kicks it to Roberts. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Neal outside, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Yet another 3 for him, Kevin. He's really been draining them here in the second.
Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And the dunk by Zeller.
You know, the dunks are few and far between for the big guy, but every once in a while we get one just like that.
It's not hard to believe that kind of size might keep you from being a high flyer.
Yeah, that's a lot of man right there.
And a tight game here. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
You look at what Neal has done so far. 13 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. Zeller and Johnson are the bigs, and it's Henderson in at the 3 spot. It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright in Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
Charlotte leading by 5. There's the dish to Zeller. It's Henderson on the wing. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Ryan against Stevenson. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point Hornets lead.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
With the floater. Charlotte has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And he gets it to go.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. In third, the Lakers.
Seemed like they went through stretches, guys, where they just didn't miss from beyond the arc, and that carried those numbers right up to the top of the list.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, there's no doubting Charlotte a much improved defense last season. Coach Steve Clifford said to take the next step, we're going to have to become more balanced, play the same level of defense, and do a better job offensively. We need more aspects to our offense. For one, consistency getting up the floor and attacking before the defense is set. Can they do it? We'll see, guys.
They've added some pieces, Doris. We'll see how they do. Thanks.
A lot of praise has been sent Kobe's way over the years, but perhaps one of the biggest I heard last season was when Grant Hill called him the toughest person he ever had to guard.
Los Angeles on D. 9-point game. Henderson, no one around him. And Charlotte again with the bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Clark, that may not seem too out of the ordinary, but you look at all the stars that Grant Hill faced during his career, and there are a lot of big names on that list.
Yeah, Hill certainly had a large collection of superstar wings to choose from, but it's hard to argue against his selection of Kobe Bryant.
And it's Walker penetrating. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And for the Lakers, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Charlotte leading by 9. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running things through Jefferson. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Jeremy Tyler, he's checked in for the Lakers. Walker goes in, and he gets it to go. Walker's got 13.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
From 11 feet away, that ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. And now it's a 10-point Charlotte lead. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Los Angeles with another miss. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Back to Walker. At the elbow, Jefferson. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Another open jump shot there. Their defense not putting up much of a fight.
Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place. And they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
And Stevenson kicks to Jefferson. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
That is good. Stevenson's got the lead up to 14 now for Charlotte.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. John Henson's checked in for Millsap. Buttinger comes in for Kevin Durant. Ross is checked in for Kobe. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Darren Collison. They get it again.
That was a layup. You've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Ross. And again, no good by the Lakers.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. That's good. And it's 7 points for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter. Let's take a look at some of the numbers last year for Al Jefferson. 9th in rebounding, and he became a real offensive threat, one of the top 15 scorers in the game.
And, you know, in terms of his rebounds per game, Steve, it was really a special season for him. He was a tough, physical player on the low block.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, second overall pick back in 2012. And Clark, as you know, an NCAA champion. You saw it first game with Kentucky.
Yeah, you know, I like his disposition, and I love his motor. I mean, his defense, his size, athleticism. He's an excellent rebounder for his position and size. He can defend up to 3 or 4 positions on the court. You know, you look at him, and I don't like to compare guys, Kevin, but, you know, he reminds me a bit of a young Gerald Wallace type.
And for Kidd-Gilchrist, the knock has always been about his outside shooting ability. You know, his shot has a big hitch in it. He shoots it on the way down, so there's a lot of fundamental issues with that stroke.
Shots good by Neal. Neal's got 15.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Pass to Buddingham. For 3, Ross, good.
Well, you look at that shooting motion for MKG. Boy, that thing is broke at this point. It's going to be hard for him to fix it, but I think he can. I think it's still not beyond being modified. If that happens, the sky's the limit. He just turned 21, so he's got a chance to get that jumper right.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the shot is good.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Roberts. He has 6. Tries it from 9. Ross grabs the board. And Budinger kicks to Dellavedova. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater. And offensively, a great Lakers trail by 9. Durant is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Alexei Shved. Then there's Embiid. And it's Collison in at the 1 spot. That's the Laker 5. In the corner, Henderson with it. No one near him. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got assist number 8 now on the night. For 3, Shved. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
It really does. I mean, it's not possible to give up that many points behind the arc and not pay the price in the end.
Well, Gerald Henderson is not the most lethal outside shooter, but I really like the way he's learning to move without the ball. He's very opportunistic with his cuts whenever his defender turns his head.
And Henderson most comfortable, it seems, Steve, shooting from the corners.
Yeah, like most players, you know, Kevin, that's the easier shot, 22 feet instead of 23.9. He shot a good percentage from there. Not really a long-range shooter per se, which is why you didn't see him, you know, shoot effectively from the top of the circle or on the wings.
Millsap has the open look. No good on the triple. Hornets leading by 8. And here we go. And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Stevenson. 17 points for Kemba Walker.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Henderson, no one around him. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, "We've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys."
Thanks, Doris. And the Hornets call time here.
Well, Kobe has always had an alpha personality, but I don't think he came into the league as a natural leader. He was more of a loner. And as his career has worn on, he's realized the need to really engage his teammates for the good of the team.
Jefferson, the shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 9th assist in the game now.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Bryant's shot is good.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now. And Kobe Bryant, I think we've noticed, becoming less guarded in interviews, seems to be a little more open and forthcoming and authentic. And I think that's helped him express his personality both with teammates and the public. And I find it to be kind of refreshing and a good thing.
Hornets leading by 8. And it's Walker penetrating. Banked in off the glass. Walker's got 10 points here in the second half.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
And Kobe, Steve, one of the most intense competitors the league has seen. Sometimes that intensity, though, can rub teammates the wrong way.
Well, the great ones always challenge their teammates to be at their best, and sometimes, it can go overboard. I think the challenge for Kobe is to figure out his new teammates, what makes them tick, and make sure he pushes the right buttons. Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Walker goes in. Here's Kid Gilchrist, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
That putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there.
Durant, no good.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
Of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Feeds it to Bryant for 3. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Charlotte leading by 6. To the middle. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. They get it back. Outside for Durant. Dishes to Collison. Durant, the pass to Collison. Stolen by Walker. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Here is Stevenson off the inbound. Shot is blocked. Offside, Kid Gilchrist. Drains it from 17 feet out. And the Hornets lead by 8.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
Yeah, why not? You have to just take what's there. And as long as you're moving the ball and getting good shots, that's all that matters.
Charlotte's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game. An outstanding 75% mark. And he uses the glass on the layup. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Durant for 3. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
By the way this defense is playing out there, they might as well not be there. It's 5 straight wide open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. Typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
Stevenson against Kobe. Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson to the inside. And there's Zeller, and that's good on the assist from Stevenson.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Nothing fancy about that play. Just good, hard-nosed basketball to haul in the board.
In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. And it's Walker penetrating, and that one's good. And now an 8-point Hornets lead.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Jefferson, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
Now Stevenson.
Defensive foul. Darren Colson. That's his second personal foul.
First one falls for him. So both teams changing it up here.
Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
For three, Shved, and that one's good.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Kevin, thank you.
Muchacho, assorted flavors in these gelatos. Inspire young minds and stack my nachos with the rock determination of a vato. Run across the border with his poncho. Face